Old Blacksmith Shop. It's a cold Sunday. Got a little over a week before Christmas. Finishing up a couple of orders I had. Last weekend at the carriage house there in Beverly, I got an order for another shepherd's crook. So I've already got that done. I will deliver that tomorrow on my way to work. I wanted to show you something. I had every intentions of forging this down and making it into a gamble. My Lord, I beat on this for two and a half hours a day. Took forever for it to heat. The way this has the temper collars in it, I'm not so sure that this isn't a higher carbon steel than what I thought it would be. So I scratched that idea. What I did next was I took I don't know what size bar this is. It's ½ inch, a little over ½ inch. Round bar. I can remember looking on Cabela's website, I think, and I've seen it before where they just take a simple steel and it's formed and whatnot. But what I did was I took a 30 1/2 inch piece, marked the center, then marked my 12 inches on either side because that's the length the customer wanted, is right here. And then I just simply forged out the ends to a simple hook for the hind legs of the animal. Then I took a 2-foot piece and I found the middle exactly, bent it. The only thing I have left to do is I'll have to grind this flat to give it more of a surface area to touch this bar. As you can see, if I were to just put it up there, there wouldn't be much to weld to. So I'll cut this off, grind this down to a 45-degree angle. That way I can have a lot more surface area for the weld and it'll be that much stronger. Hopefully I'll have that done shortly. But what I'm working on now is some more shovels. My wife had told me that she wanted me to make some more fireplace pokers and a couple more shovels so we can sell them by themselves instead of in sets. So what I wanted to show you is to make this handle, you do it in steps. The first thing is you take the bar, of course, and you heat it, and you want to point it on two sides. I know it's round, but once you square it off, there'll be two sides, as you can see. The next step is to actually place the steel rod on the anvil, like such. Find the neck for where the leaf will go. Okay? And then, of course, the last step for the leaf is once you have it nice and hot, you're going to decide which point you want up. In this case, I want this one. And then all you have to do is flatten it out. Occasionally, you have to come back in and reshape the point. Back in the forge and let it bring up to temperature. On the other end, all I'm going to do is flatten it out to accept the shovel blank. It started out just a simple cut piece of heavy gauge aluminum. I wish I could have found some thin steel like this to bend with, but this is all I could find. Maybe later on I can actually go to one of the local steel providers and find some drops or something in this shape where I can actually do this in steel. But however, the aluminum works great. It's sturdy. It doesn't want to bend, especially whenever I get it full. All I did was I took a piece of square stock and I took a nail and I marked the outside edges, and then I cut where the top of the shovel would be. The next step that I did was I took my flat bar, evened it up, I clamped it in the vise, and then as I folded it over, I took a hammer and very gently tapped it. And eventually when it bent over, it was just a nice straight line and it formed into a metal bar. When you make these, I found that you need to do it in a certain order. You need to do the top. You need to do the top first, which will be this part. Hold it down, and it'll look like this. Then you do the other side. Now once you get the other side done, you want to fold the edges down, and you can actually take and put a lock rivet in it if you wanted to, but this isn't going to be lifting anything more heavy than ashes, so I left it as it is. Then all I had to do is paint it, and it turned out real nice. Alright, back to forging. I'll be back with part 2 of this video where I actually show you how I do the veining. And then after that, hopefully I'll be able to bend the handle for you.